2 chilling towers is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6. We need to complete an entire game of chimps using just 2 towers, which have a bit of a chill theme to them. Today we're going to be doing this with the Popseidon and the Icicle Impale. A rather weird combination, but just hear me out, okay? This will work. This will definitely work. Keep the Mermonkey on strong so that hopefully it pops all of the greens and blues on this round, and then just finish up everything else by using, well, the other towers. Now, the good thing about the Mermonkey is it has the shatter damage type, which means that even if balloons are frozen, the Mermonkey is still able to pop them. Now, you're probably wondering, how on earth are we going to be able to pop them white balloons if we ever get to a point where we have to, well, be like Riptide Champion and Icicles, for example? Well, that's the thing. We need to keep a Mermonkey at least at 2-2 down at the bottom and middle cross paths, so that then this can go up to Icicle Impale and we don't have to worry about the rest. We need to keep this thing at tier 2 or below so that it can pop white balloons and zebra balloons. Now, at the moment there's no benefit of getting cold snap, so we'll just keep that B for the time being, and we're going to go up to sharper prawns and tidal chill, which will mean that we have another attack which can freeze them in place. Pretty chill. Don't want any loose yellow balloons trying to sneak through. No way, Jose. Which means we are very good at the moment. Very good. Round 15. Hopefully this will be the same. Cryo Cannon first, or no, we're just going to get Cold Snap first and then go for Cryo Cannon afterwards. It'll be very important to get Cryo Cannon at some point, please. Oh, that pink balloon was about to escape there. No good for us whatsoever if it does do that. The huge drawback about getting cryo cannon is that we cannot freeze in a radius. We have to only shoot the very thing which we're targeting by using the gun on the cryo rather than just being a radius attack. But that's completely fine. I'll sacrifice that for some additional range. Our round 19, not a very good round to say the least. I'm going to need you to hit the first most target. Regrow problems. What about on last? Let's see if this works out for us. Would it work out in our benefits, our favors? No, exactly the same result. What about close and see if this does us any favors? But nope, even worse. Strom them first. No regrow, but other problems. That was closer though. The problem has always been at the end of the day, a singular regrow making the difference. What if I put you on close right about there? Hopefully you'll be able to target that regrow. Now, we're going to have to go with Echo Sense Network. As much as I don't want to, we just need that additional range in order for us to be able to attack everything. And that makes the difference. Who would have thought that little bit of extra range makes all the difference? Okay, but what about the other rounds, now that we are 410 away from getting Cryo Cannon? Will this make all the difference for us? You know which round I do not like the most? The round which has a whole bunch of yellows and green balloons. Sorry, yellows and pink balloons, just because of the fact that we're unable to keep up with all of the targets on the screen. It's like we're always chasing balloons when we should be popping them. No, I just knew it was slightly too late with the intervals there. Oh, that sucks right there. Oh, the tridents are going the wrong way. They're always seeking the nearest target. I need you to go forward and pop the very thing that's over here. No, this is not working. I need to reposition my towers. To be honest, I don't think it was even worth getting Sharper Prawns and Tidal Chill to begin with, because we're very close to getting Cryo Cannon now, and we're just about to hit round 19, so that's a bit of a development. We can do with that. We can do with that development, but still stupid. Put both of you on strong. Hopefully that does it for the beginning part. Really? Round 19, let's see. New struggles await us. First. It's just how fast these balloons go. Sometimes it just evades our attacks entirely. What about you on Sean and you on last? This is much more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. No, of course not. No, let's just be immune to attacks. Even though you did take damage, but still... still really stupid at times. The fact that it's not even in your control, but the game just decides for you that you're just gonna fail again and again. Of course not. Of course not. You couldn't fire at it. Even though you got the refreeze upgrade, you wouldn't fire at it again. Well, what's the purpose of that? Okay, with a little bit of micro, we somehow managed to do that round. I just want to get back to struggling at the other part. Alright, I might snap. Or I may just stay cool about all this. Oh, this sucks so much. How on earth was that much easier? I don't get this game at times. I really don't. Sometimes I do the same thing, but different results happen. I don't know why. This is where we need to keep at least one of the Mermonkey below tier 3. Can we climb now? Can we progress now that we've gone through the stupid yellow and pink balloon rounds? I hope so. We've got Cold Snap now. Alright, purple balloons. Another reason why to keep this thing as a tidal chilled rather than Riptide Champion. Even though this can pop purple balloons, I'd rather not have only one thing be able to pop something incredibly quick. Oh, more BS pink rounds. Oh, this chain will not last. Maybe to fire into it, but we can't fire into the first ring because for some other reason it's outside of our range. Just ignore the zebra balloons for the time being. Don't focus on them since they are the slower of the targets. Okay, round 27. So it's been a painful first several minutes of the video, but we just needed to get ourselves off the ground and get rid of some of those stupid early rounds where it's just a whole bunch of fast balloons. That was almost perilous there. But luckily we have it in the bag. And anytime they're frozen by a ice tower that has the permafrost, they're all permanently slowed down when they are still standing. Ah, still BS. It's all just yellow balloons on this round. Luckily we didn't die to the all yellow balloon round. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I lose at a game not because of me, but the game just decides, you know what, on this time around, RNG just rolls around and say, hey, you're not allowed to win in this scenario. No, 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 no. Winning is only for champions and winners. You're not one of those. You have to struggle just like everybody else. I'll show you. I'll show them all once this pink balloon stops being a bloody nuisance. Pink balloon. Stupid pink balloon. Another pink balloon issue. Yep. Another pink balloon. It's all down to the fast, stupid balloon at the end of the day. Nope. It's just unable to do it. It just can't do it. It's so stupid. We're so close to icicles, which will really help us out. But no, we have to go through this round to get icicles. That is our reward for completing the round. But guess what? We need to actually initially complete it. But no, we keep losing to this single pink balloon, which is ass. Once again, another pink balloon being stupid. Once again, featured by the game. Okay, the pink balloons are going to screw us over here. Look at this. It didn't do it that time. Nice. I'm thoroughly surprised. This game usually screws me over and says, you're not allowed to win. This is a big step in power now because any balloons which are not icicled goes over the icicled balloons receive damage in and of themselves. So, and also it does bonus damage against mild class balloons, which is really nice. We need all the damage in which we need to get. Do you know what we're going to get next? Icicle Impale. And then we can think about upgrading you. Your only objective is white balloons and zebra balloons. This can take care of the rest. Until we get Icicle Impale. Yeah, that's much more satisfying now. Thank you very much, Icicles. You are exactly what we need at this hour. Can't think of a single reason why you want to go 025 when it comes to an Icicle Impale 2TC. Like, none. This provides both camera detection and the means of popping lead balloons. Like, it's not even a competition. Round 39 goes by very smoothly. I almost jinxed myself there by saying that too soon. Hopefully you have enough ice in the tank to be able to deal with all these Mer class balloons. If I had you slightly more down here, then perhaps I would have been able to hit Merbs over here. Just hope this holds until we get Icicle Impale. Round 40, sorry, are going to be a bit painful. No painful round so far. Icicles is doing its job to be able to pop all these balloons, and it definitely is ensuring that they stop where they are frozen. I'm just to think of this combination. The ETs are going to be some of the easiest foes to deal with because you're obviously destroying them using raw damage, but you are both damaging them and holding them in place. Genius combination here. Once you can get past the early rounds. Only 10k away now from having the Icicle Impale. We do still have to worry about some tricky rounds in the 50s. Particularly rounds with a whole bunch of Moabs and then multiple Moabs throughout the round. Not going to be a fun time for us all, but you know what? For you who is enjoying watching the video, then if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can see videos like this in the future whenever I upload them onto the channel. It is a great way to show me that you are interested in my videos. And for every one subscriber, we are one subscriber closer to 100,000 subscribers, where I'll be providing a compilation of all the times I died on the channel to a yellow balloon, and that was a fluke. I do not know how those two blue balloons did not escape a map there. Like, the Trident obviously was working to our favor at that given point in time. And we are 2k away from Icicle Impale with a little bit of cash bug here and there. Cash bug will never hurt us as long as we can actually get through the round. Oh, multiple Moabs and they're quite close as well. Keep you on strong. Oh no! I released you off strong at the wrong time. Yeah, in some cases, if you just damage the balloon with your ice tower here, then obviously you're enable them to slow down. Would you please pop that Mermonkey? Obviously that was in your range and you were on first. I do not know how you managed to do that. Sometimes you do amaze me with your lack of consistency. But then again, that is what RNG is about. A sheer lack of consistency and a total dice roll of pure, unadulterated chaos. And hopefully this does it? Question mark? Question mark. There's still those white balloons there giving me... Oh, you was almost about to give me exactly the same death screen there. But we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Icicle Impale is now in our hands. And you Mo class balloons just do not stand a chance. And I think we have the normal damage type now. We're able to effectively pop frozen balloons using the Icicle Impale. And obviously with the Cold Snap as well, it means that we can target camera balloons and hit lead balloons. Brilliant stuff. Now, am I going to upgrade you straight away? You know what? We're going to upgrade you on round 60... At the end of round 62, actually. Yeah, I'm not the sort of person that scripts these sort of things. You get the raw, unadulterated reaction of me when it comes to these combinations. I figure these things out on the fly. And I prefer organic over just, you know, it's pre-scripted or it's predestinated or everything is foretold and all I have to do is speak into a microphone with a script. Obviously, there are a lot of scenarios where having a script is really important. No question or shadow of doubt about that. But I feel like for the most rawest kind of content, I always like to do these sort of things rarely already sequenced out loud, and having it pre-done just feels like it takes away the element of surprise, and when failure does happen, you can learn from that failure. So for example, for my first attempt, I did go 022 with a Mermonkey before getting Cryo Cannon, and obviously now I realize I can actually do this without needing to go with even sharper prawns first so that we can get the Cryo Cannon that bit sooner. But obviously now I prefer both of these towers to be near the center of the map, just because, well, they can reach the entire circle, but obviously we wouldn't be able to start that. We wouldn't be able to actually get to this point without being in the worst spots here, or the less than favorable spots rather than being over here. Hello, Snowman. I wish the Mermonkey has a pet at some point. An ideal combination if you are feeling too hot right now. In the UK, it's not actually that hot at the moment, which is unseasonably odd. It's usually about mid 20s to either low 30s, or on a very, very unlucky day, could be mid 30s. And when I say that, I mean the only sort of temperature gauge that matters. Celsius. None of that American Fahrenheit shenanigans. America takes something that another country does and then makes it American. And somehow that is meant to be the canonical status in which the rest of the world should be dictated by. No thank you. When it comes to maintaining an ice cream, would you rather have A, the Icicle Impale, or B, Gwen? I think I'm going to stick with the Icicle Impale, thank you very much. Somehow I just don't trust Gwen with an ice cream. But when it comes to maintaining a curry, actually, when it comes to initially eating it, Gwen. But when it comes to keeping it, you know, in the freezer, being able to keep it as it is, and, you know, marinate over time, then at that point, Icicle Impale. And then when I want to reheat that curry, and when it's even nicer then, because curry, not instantly, but instantly it's very nice, but if you allow all of the ingredients to marinate, it's even nicer when you reheat it. And that's just not even a debate. So there you go, when it comes to a curry, I trust both Icicle Impale and Gwen, but in different ways, and at different times. So we're not having any difficult rounds whatsoever. This can now pop whites and zebra balloons, which is very, very important for our endeavors here. But sometimes it just feels like when it came to the initial setup, refreeze just doesn't exist. Or it was just outside of a range where it was able to hit the balloon that was about to escape the map there, but when it was frozen, it was just outside of the ice towers range, or the ice monkeys range. So that is my fault there. What about the ceramics? Oh, I love it when a bunch of balloons just try and roll over those icicled balloons, knowing that there is absolutely no chance for them to be able to escape. We are having a whole bunch of regrow balloons, but do not worry, we have the exact temperatures to be able to deal with them all. I do wish that when the ice monkey is now able to be placed in water, that it doesn't show the ice on the water itself and actually treats it like as if it is a tower that can be placed on the water rather than this. But then again, I don't know really. Like, you sit on a rock, the boats obviously float, or the submarine floats, or is slightly submerged, Brickle submerges. Pat, that's the exception. He is able to float on the water. So, okay, maybe it does make some sense that this ice ore is still in place here. But it just doesn't feel like a tower that can be placed on water without a middle path ice tower. That yellow balloon was way too close for comfort there. That was real stupid. I'm telling you, yellow balloons are some of the most ferocious entities that you will ever face off in this game, because they just sneak past your defenses. And here's Popseidon. Lovely, at the very end of round 82, we have both tier 5s complete and operational. Now, when it comes to Pops, My bets are on Popseidon. 85, not a problem whatsoever, and even if you don't manage to destroy them instantly, then your friend here can hold them in place while you obliterate the rest of what you started. I'd say around 95, if you do not target the purple balloons correctly, could still give us a few issues, but I just don't see that happening really, since the purple balloons will just go over the first set of purple balloons icicled by our top ice cream man here. They know nothing, because all of their actions are predetermined, and the only way in which you can change your course of destiny is by me changing your targeting. And please pop those purple balloons. Yeah, but you're on last. That keeps you majority of you in place. Yeah, please pop that purple balloon. And the rest of this goes down with no problems whatsoever. There are a few zebras here and there, but as you can tell, ETs are not a problem for this combination whatsoever. Yeah, I think Popseidon is the winner when it comes to which tower has more bobs out of these two. Zebra balloons are still annoying. TOMGs, happy to see you, but you are popped before you even get past the first circle there, or the ZMG layer at the very least. Did not even exit the first circle on the map. Now, when it comes to the ability, let's just hold off from using the ability. Keep you on strong, or actually keep you on last in some ways. Hopefully we'll be able to stall some of these balloons in place. Hopefully we can do this. Please pop the zebra balloons. If we die to one zebra balloon, that would be catastrophic for my mental mental wealth. What is that? Okay, DDTs. Yeah, very easy. No problem whatsoever. Okay, do we even need to use the ability? For my sake, I think we should use the ability, and this is the only time, or the only round, sorry, in which we will be using said Popseidon ability. So there we go. Hopefully you'll be able to make your way up here, and then we can use the ability once again. Always aim it towards one of these rocks so that then they can ricochet, and then from there be able to re-damage the targets in which you want to damage. And there it is, everybody. Let us use the ability one last time when we get it back. Hopefully we can get it back. Congratulations, you fired one of your hundreds of ice balls from your ability there. Excellent, Popseidon. Excellent indeed. It doesn't even show on the screen. Even like the wave itself did not even finish. It was like, I think half of the screen was covered along here, but don't you just love these scenarios? Anyways, I really love this scenario, except the start. The rest of the game was pretty chill, no pun intended. But there you go, everybody. It is possible to do a 2-tower chimps combination with 2 ice-themed towers. One of them being frigid, and the other one was cold, then metal freeze, and then normal. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below, and see you all in the next video. I do want to have a talk at some point about Geraldo, because there are so many people that love to believe that the Jerry's Fire item is both an item that should not be applied to a tower in order for that tower to be able to then have an easier time doing a 2 megapops, alongside the fact that people believe that any scenario with Geraldo is just cheesing it and making it far easier. I'd say yes and no. It's just how you use Geraldo, and also when it comes to his different items, it's like all of the prices over time can stack. Like maintaining Jerry's Fire can get pretty expensive. Maintaining Invisibility Potion can also get pretty expensive. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everybody.